mini-map with you're gonna go here, toward this exact spot.
They're gonna smoke into the jungle with like a Ion Shell Jug or SD into Alk stun.
I mean, is there... I was gonna say,
a lot
like,
of good
level 1
combos.
fight potential. I mean, Lynx have
Yeah.
AA, they have Chilling Touch. I mean,
They have X-Men's pretty
yeah,
decent.
they have great level 1 fight. So
It's one thing you can kind of plan and prepare
Even
to
Battle
do.
Hunger is really strong level 1, it feels.
and Jarek's going very deep for a committed ward. There's a frickin' fly in this room.
Yeah.
It is ultra triggering me.
We're
It's, like,
off camera
triggering
and
the hell out
everyone's
of me.
just waving around.
It's triggering the hell out of me. Dang, he got right in the corner with that one.
So this means they expected Axe to jungle early. Does he have an Iron Talon? Is he even bothering with going to lane?
Yeah,
He does.
I mean, Shadow Demon Lion, and this is not like a draft that can contest that offlane that well.
He's pinging that camp as if they knew it got blocked out.
Shoutouts to Mott, 9th game observing right now.
Mott is a trooper. We all know this.
Still responsive as all hell.
30 seconds.
Meanwhile,
Not
us
very good at
casters are
drawing
doing like
spawns,
a couple games a day. We're just like actively like, players, hey, take our spot.
Oh, Alchemist pick. Ah.
I know. As soon as I saw the Alchemist pick, I'm looking around like, all right, so
Who's here that can cast?
Yeah, who loves Alchemist here? You're an Alchemist player. Get in here.
yeah.
I like Alchemist games because they're they put both teams on a timer. Like the first team wants to try and pressure him so he doesn't get the Radiance and the Octarine really fast, and then Liquid, like once it gets past 35, they have to end the game once he gets 6.
Yeah, I just feel like when it turns in those moments when you're like 20 minutes in and Alk is at that moment where he's double the net worth, triple the net worth above everyone else, it's so hard to find your way to crawl back in.
But one kill on him's like 1,500, 2,000 gold.
That's
though,
true.
so
He is a
it's-
huge net worth bag.
Yeah.
3 camps blocked. The
Money
D-ward,
bags.
the D-Sentry D-ward missed. This is a good start to preventing / slowing down the X jungle. But Iron Talon, you can take the big camp at least. Ideal scenario, you farm it before the respawn. It respawns at 1 minute
Okay,
in.
Fortune's End maybe into
They may get
arrow.
first blood,
Here it
actually.
comes.
Yeah.
Long fly on a Fata.
Chilling
Gets
touch.
a few attacks in. The chilling touch power. The arrow. The
Fairy
fire.
fire.
The FF. Successful. Fata lives.
Wow.
Big commitment too.
That was. I'm very surprised he did that. I'm also very surprised he didn't branch Tango.
So they're not going to be punished for it though, because the Darkseer just immediately went jungle, even though the Oracle wasn't present, expecting him to be. So, but it is still
Yeah.
a nice survival. For
And Mind Control from the start was planning on going there anyways,
Yeah.
I imagine. He would have to head there as soon as the Oracle returned.
All my camps are warded. What does X do?
He waits for the respawn and then he needs it.
And then after what?
You buy he's already bought sentries.
Okay.
So
Nice.
he wants to D-ward his medium camp at least.
Ooh. Jarek's
Wow,
now joining in
that
the
was-
mid lane action here.
Dude, the D-Sentry get the double HP regen as well. So Axe is like, I'm okay with buying some sentries. Get more value from your Tangos.
Mhm.
They do not want Alchemist to farm. He is 0-0.
Alright, can he get this? How many... Oh, he guessed wrong. Unfortunate.
Guess it itself.
They guessed both sentries wrong. That's really rough.
You know what about number 3? I think it's gonna be number 3 too. He's about to drop it.
Number
Come
4, you mean?
on.
Where is the fourth
It's
sentry?
wrong. It's wrong. Not there.
Well, he used both. He used that one there.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
2 sentries he's bought. He's planted both of them. I don't know where the 4th sentry. Oh, the 4th sentry is blocking the full camp at top. So
2-minute rune.
there's no more sentries for him.
And the bounty rune will go to the lion on this one, so we'll have to miss out on that.
He's basically got to play with 2 camps as Axe, which is a bit tough. Not going to get that incredibly fast level 6.
He could do the big camp too to the left of the Ancients.
That's true.
But
It's a long way,
Yeah.
a long walk, but
not efficient.
yeah, you want to have those 3 camps that are close together.
At least the centers are way easier than Furbolgs. Hellbears.
I mean, you don't really care what camp it is. When you've only got 2, you'll take... Well, you want the one which gives you the most gold, I guess, and XP.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Can't even suicide that easily.
First world problems.
Yeah, he will be able to heal up a bit and get back into the grind of his handicapped
He's
farm.
already
pack.
almost level 4 too.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good considering how many camps got blocked.
And obviously my control though is having the better share of jungle farm on his side, so he's finding his groove here. And for the top lane, with the pull into the lane here, Tama Man is going to be able to kind of stay with the creeps as long as possible and maximize efficiency and CS. He's neck and neck right now with the Morphling as we see here, and Shadow in the bottom lane.
Is he full agi? Sometimes he does that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Almost.
I think he probably started full agi at level 1. I've seen him go to the safe lane full agi before he even saw his lane.
That's efficient.
Yeah. Do it all a fountain. Just preserve your mana. But yeah, like you say, both carries free farming away. Jug slightly ahead on CS just from the neutrals.
Escort duty.
I think key thing for Liquid is getting the fast Lion level 6 with their laning setup because you've got pulls and stacks. So Lion level 6 is when you can start finding kills.
And securing bounties. They got a bounty.
I mean, they're arguably running the slightly more greedy setup. Like, Fata has been a lone mid, so he's probably, I wouldn't say, ahead in levels relative to Blink.
Where's Shadow Demon going? He's in deep.
That's about it, so, the same, actually.
No, Shadow Demon is like trying to ward up again. Did he?
Wants to. Is it? It looks like
Explore
just
the
a scouting
camps
ward on the
or
hill.
something, yeah. See where the axe is and where he might go in the jungle.
Interesting.
He's actually currently up in the top lane getting killed though, so he's dead.
Oh, did they miss a second sentry on that medium camp? That's so rough in the Radiant jungle.
Radiant's top tower is
So
under
sad.
Okay, here comes Jerix, who's been on his own adventure here, looking to set something up for Innocence, who pops his own Fate's Edict to avoid any extra magical burst, and they'll turn around and take Jerix down. So 1-1 now, and well, now it's 2-1 as Liquid will be able to pop off another sweet little kill.
Double shell there.
And Shadow just eating a huge blunt of damage. Axe though intercepts, waveform through after the call, and they'll be able to take him down. But Jesus,
Morph, my friend.
No fear.
dangerous game here from Shadow.
Can replicate TP back as well, which is gonna be useful. But yeah, 6 sentries have been used in the Wings jungle, and they didn't even. They used 2 sentries on that medium camp, and they didn't even find the observer. It expired in the end.
It's gonna stymie his item progression pretty heavily, but levels-wise, he's still doing well.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna watch the replay. with
Next game I'm buying Gem.
He's like, screw that. Where was that thing?
Minute 3 gem.
It's just tough. Like it kind of almost like tilts you a little bit because you guessed wrong like 3 times in a row. It's like a 50-50 chance to get the D ward or not.
Haven't even seen an enemy hero tilted.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a jungler for sure.
It looks like Liquid will be able to claim this top tier 1. Ice is still hanging around here, but Curl's thinking about making an advancement here. Just enough to zone him back, it looks like, and allow Mataman to pick up the last hit. He grabs it, but now they make their move with the stun, with the spin. The Iceman cometh, and then he fall.
Okay, so much for AA getting free 6. They have not been having an easy time in this jungle.
There's not really much for him to be able to go to. I mean, he hung around the mid lane the whole time, you know, providing the chilling touch power with Mirana so they can zone back the Alchemist and prevent him getting CS. You can't really go top.
They could have stacked
in
and
place.
Stack and pull and then just ditch the off lane.
They were blocking camps and Axe was taking what was left, so
Yeah.
a bit tricky.
He can take the left 3.
Yeah, the big camp on the left, yeah.
They really need to be able to use that pull camp.
And this is like a slow-paced game and looking like it may stay that way, and that definitely does not look good for Wings when you're versing Alchemist.
Yeah.
Axe was doing well, free farming away in jungle, like you're looking at like, oh, we'll get the blink, then we can get active. We'll have the Ice Blast with a blink call from Axe, but that is a very delayed blink from Faith Beyond this game.
Yeah. Fata definitely did a great job weathering the storm early on, and despite the fact that mind control is in the jungle, so there's no stacks prepared for him, he's where he wants to be at this point.
Whoa.
Oh, this is... He can throw down an Iron
the
Shell.
tranquil boots.
Yep. Double
He's kicked
wall,
off of these.
moves in. Uh-oh. Where is he going to run up to? Gets sucked right on back. Just quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting
He's
yourself.
like, I'm gonna suicide. Oh crap, there's no creeps left.
He goes down. That was a nice little heads-up jump there from Mind Control. Credit to the supports with the
Time to
vision.
create space.
And now, yeah, Surge is backing away. Arrow, obviously sidestepped.
This is a lot of time spent, regardless.
Space created.
Yeah.
Farm the lane and everything.
Come and get me,
He'll
fools.
live too. He's fine.
He's out of there.
The RDs help, although it was probably fine regardless.
That's a mega space created.
Mhm.
And very nice ward set up by Jurex there.
It's just
too.
time Fata spent.
And honestly, right now, as far as the cores go, I think Axe is the highest priority kill. Like, you're Yeah, he's the least farmed of the 3 cores, but his Blink Dagger is the one item timing you want to slow down.
Fight over the 8-minute rune here leads to our first dunk of the game. Going to be taking down the Jarek Shadow Demon. The follow-up support takedown is going to be on the AA as Matama Man secures his killing spree, getting the Oracle down. Now he wants more. Running in, Ion Shell, Blade Fury, so much sweet little deeps coming out. And poor little Axe without any way to get the hell out of here. Looks like he will try his best to create a little bit of space himself. But he goes down, it's a trade.
It's bad, very bad for Wings.
Alright, full protect Morphling game, let's go.
Oh, the best kind.
I think they'll just get AA6 and try to start fighting without Axe.
They kind of have to fight before the Axe blink, because that's it's taking too long now. He just instantly died after respawn. He got the 1 kill with the dunk, but then he basically well, he doesn't lose the reliable gold, but he loses farming time by dying right afterwards. Yeah. It's not even worth him getting that kill, really.
All the meanwhile, Jarek's farming bottom, sitting on 20 CS now, almost on the Shadow Demon. So, relative to his counterparts in the supports, he's doing well. He's got the Purge up.
I wonder if they're just going to go hunt the Axe again, expect him to. They have the vision in the jungle. They're going to be hunting for this Axe. Keep killing Axe over and over again, and Wings do not have a tempo controller. Mirana needs a ton of farm. Morphling needs farm. These are heroes that aren't going to salvage in the mid game if you have a bad early game.
Take my chilling touch before I go. Hands it off for Morphling here, but
disruption.
And even the supports like AA Oracle, these are not do shit heroes. These are like let your team do shit and then you back them up.
Yeah, but okay, Matama Man, dangerous game, tried to go in, and Shadow was happy to comply in a turnaround fight.
That's a big kill.
It is.
Morphling's doing well. That's the one kind of saving grace for Wings, but
they still haven't dealt with the issue that's the Alchemist at all. And they don't have any hero who's really adept at doing that until, as you mentioned, that initiation tool comes out for the Axe, and that seems to be far...
Watch out for that finger.
Far away from now.
That is kind of fun. So you land AA, ult, and all those Purifying Flames will just do mass magic damage. You don't even have to worry about purging it off. That's cool.
Oracle Ags, let's go.
You can just get 3 of them straight. Yeah.
Oracle Ags.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, man.
Machine Gun Oracle.
It'll be really nice.
It's a pretty cool combo.
Did they pick up a Tome yet on Radiant? They really need some level 6s. Yeah, you gotta take that stock to 0.
Yeah. Go to the library. Read a book.
Yeah, they already have their ultis on Liquid. Whatever. Yeah. That finger.
As MRP mentioned, you know, I was surprised to see Jarex, who was 0-2 on his Shadow Demon, still be able to bring together a good amount of farm, gets his level 6 at, like, you know, before 9 minutes in even on his support, so.
He's got those raindrops.
And more, and also a lot of credit to him for these deep jungle wards, being able to find a, you know, the lingering farming
they need to eventually take this tower and invade the jungle. And I think by the time they do that, there should be at least a small window of opportunity where they can continue to delay the Blink Dagger. But why? He's gonna get dropped to top lane. Solo kill as well for Curl, and that's gonna put him only 250 gold away from his Blink Dagger.
Yummy.
Lion, same form as Axe.
Ooh. Uh-oh. 3 TPs come out to save an Ice and need.
Did not plan on that.
Dunk down, and it's 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane, but Jarex might not be able to make it too far away.
Movement speed from the Culling Blade.
Gets the call off. The Starstorm will help set up the dunk.
All right. Get the blink, and now time to play Dota Wing. Now, they just have to keep fighting at this stage.
Oh yeah.
The AA plus Axe just keep on going for kills, follow it up with the bring Morphling in, I want to say, because they don't want to play the long game against an Alchemist.
He's got a quota. We're gonna start chopping the heads here.
Can't believe
nice arrow connection from Matama Man now. Boom.
Wow, that's a high value kill.
Blinks all around.
I can't believe Mike got
Axe.
caught by that cold feet though.
And now that blink goes right to work here. Looking to get mind control, some forgiving spins, burst him down, big ice blast to fly out. Actually will be a swing and a miss before the TP show up and mind control walks away from it. And now it can be a bit awkward here, so Wings might just disengage.
Need more raindrops.
I mean, 5 seconds until Tranquils, I wouldn't be all that surprised for them to continue to press forward. They know Fata's not going to contribute.
I wonder if they're going to try and catch
he does have a
Alchemist.
relic.
Alchemist.
It's pretty standard timing, 13 minutes in.
Yeah, he probably saw that now.
Ice Ice knows he's nearby because
Yeah.
of the spray. Yeah.
And Ice Ice is like, I'm just here so I can fall back
Oh,
all the
they're
way
going
and
for him.
punt out a good Ice Blast here.
Oh, his
there it
his
is.
chemical
Oh, with the
range
call!
Yeah, regardless, they'll hit the
All right, spin, spin, bada bing. Come on, give me the dunk. Oh, well.
It's nice for Ice Ice to get the gold since Axe already has his blink up.
Do you think you should just go right to the Midas for the AA?
I think they want to end early, but I mean it's never a bad choice because he needs the levels regardless.
Radiant? They can't end early. They have to like deal with the onslaught of the Alchemist pretty soon. He's gonna have his Radiant at like what 15, I would say, and then they're gonna have to deal with Roche. I think it's.
They want
to
to like fight and play fast tempo, but yeah, ending early is
Yeah.
like pushing high ground against Acid. Good luck with that. Acid darts here. Get more
Nobody
flank
gets.
massive is the plan.
I'd say Midas if you have the gold.
Yeah, mech done now on your Darks here, so some extra sustain coming out from the Liquid and some potential, you know, power in pairs or at least a small group outside of Fata if necessary. More utility to be able to keep him alive, but it is a mech into an AA, so just gotta be careful. Okay, commitment in here from Kuro, sets up with the Hex as they try to get a hold of Shadow through the wall, but now they have to quickly step out. There's going to be connection with the Adaptive Strike. Quick dunk, no Ice Blast, Necessito on this one, and now they're looking for more.
Thinking you can kill a Morphling when you go for a kick. We've seen that one before.
Jerix. Please don't see me, please don't see me. Looks like he's good. Nice. Makes it out safe. Only takes down the one life, and but Wings continue to kind of, you know, put some notches in. Ever since they got this blink, they're keeping up with the quota you were hoping for and continuing to take fights. But the Fata net worth does continue to climb little by little here.
Okay, they'll reach a stage where you get Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger on the Mirana. You get your Morphling Shotgun plus Lincolns, and suddenly you're really strong on the side of Wings.
Yeah, lots of burst with that Starfall, and of course with the Purifying Flames. Oh, juked him. Ice Ice running his way out. Quick Ice Blast does get it on him, and they're going to save him with the False Promise too. Yeah, they move in. They could pump up a couple of hits and be able to nuke down Fata here. They really need a little bit more. And he does go down, yeah. And now Kuro, though, he'll at least get his piece of the pie as he fingers down the Mirana, and now Shadow looking to make chase from Matama Man.
They did get Fata, but extremely costly. So I don't think they can.
It's not really
He
worth
has
the
a
False
TP.
Promise because AA is going to die
Blink call?
anyways.
Nighttime vision, smart, really smart TP.
Yeah.
Problem is the False Promise there is AA is dead anyways. Also, he's already used. If you save him for like the 5 seconds and he gets his spells off, great. But he didn't use his Ice Blast.
Really untimely death as well.
Yeah, yeah. So he should have just kept the False Promise for himself or for a teammate. A hero that actually still had spells up.
Maybe he was hoping they would like commit a lot more damage.
He was really close to Midas recipe, so he may have called for it.
It's a weird spell because your instinct is to save your teammate, but it doesn't actually save them. They still take damage, even though it delays their death.
Does it work at least on like an urn or anything to follow it up?
Unlikely.
Really
at this
nice
point.
with the False
very
Promise
poor.
though. But yeah.
I like the salve.
Yeah,
It's
salve
always
help.
weird, like seeing a salve go off in like a 20 minutes into the game, just constantly on. You're like, what? But they don't have that.
Wings on the prowl here. They smoke up, look to evade. Not going to find anyone from Liquid as they're more migrated down towards the southern part of the map.
I mean, Kuro hasn't died yet this game.
Oh,
That's pretty impressive.
In relativity, Fata is not concernedly farmed at this point.
Yeah, and he's not as farmed as you expect a normal Alchemist game to go, I guess you could say. Where that net worth bar just seems to be much more erect than all the others.
Decent sized stack.
Yeah.
I mean, Axes. He's easily back in this game after his start.
Surprised he didn't get blatant though.
He likely will. I mean, Crimson's not all that good here.
It doesn't help against the Omni Slash is probably the big thing.
I think it helps you kill Axe though with the call. I think that's what they like really want to do in team fights. But yeah, not terribly great versus the Jug.
Can they get here in time?
Yeah,
They had
Liquid.
the ward on the other side. Oh, no, sorry, it's a Dire ward, never mind. No word for Wings.
I think they'll get it for free, relatively. May take some chip damage on the
I mean, Wings is probably just like, you've got communication, like, okay, I'm 200 to Ag Scepter. Morphling's like, I'm halfway to my Ethereal Blade. You're not really thinking about taking fights aggressively right now.
Midas is coming out, or the recipe at least, very soon for AA as well.
They figured out a bit late and... Be an Aegis on Jug. Okay.
Radiant's up, Armlet's there as well, so... Fata can start to power farm.
This game's still looking a lot better for Wings than it did 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it did feel like they were happy to hand that over because they have huge investments, which we're now seeing them pick up. What do you do with this now? You got your Ags ready on your
Use
Mirana?
all those smokes.
Keep farming. You're not scared about Alchemist in team fights because he'll drop to an AA ulti, and he doesn't have the Aegis. So like as long as you prevent like a SD disrupt or something like that, he should drop very quickly. Juggernaut's not that farmed, so he doesn't really do that much damage if left unchecked. And then Morphling is keeping pace with the Alchemist, even though he went for the farming build. So I think you're very comfortable with your Wings right now.
And when you hit that E-Blade, you can just go for pickoffs, you can keep farming while getting pickoffs here and there. Your Morphling can play super aggressive. You're asked a little bit scared of the Lion Blink Hex gank, but they would have to commit, what, Hex as well as the Omni Slash to bring down Morphling. And even that's like not a short kill.
It's really hard with the Lincolns on him. He has to be like light
you
and
think
quick.
Aegis is enough to deter them from fighting?
Doesn't
No,
look like it.
no, it isn't. That's the problem.
That's why I was saying use the smokes as opposed to farm, but...
And they're hoping that maybe Liquid won't anticipate that Wings want to fight while they have the Aegis here.
And it's still like these 4 heroes smoking while the Morphling is farming, pushing a lane. Like they're playing around the
Later
Morphling.
Darkseer.
No, don't do this. Jump in,
Not much needed for that.
and that's a lot of hate. Yeah, he goes down. Oh, Curl thought about making a committed jump, but Moonlight Shadow, there's Disruption, Jarek sets it up, Soul Catcher. Yeah, False Promise
Kuro may
comes
die
out
to
already.
double stun.
Oh, double stun is there for Kuro as he's able to back out and away.
He's dead, we're good. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's great. He's good. Purifying Flames continue to fly out. Shadow, meanwhile, on the other
He
side.
tanked a full Omni Slash.
He called during the slash.
Oh,
So he did like he
Oh.
took very little damage.
Take all of the damage.
Kuro almost died there as well. Luckily for him, the Impaled caught the Mirana, who was melee range. Mirana was about to just nuke him down with a double
Shadow
shot.
has 4k gold. It's an Eagle song.
Yeah, that's suddenly looking really good for Wings here. And
Yeah.
He could also go PKB, but it doesn't sound like a Shadow thing to do.
the Lincoln's BKB is always a bit
Double defense.
Yeah.
sad to see.
I really like the decision from Wings to continue to pressure.
EB.
Yeah, at least damage item. EB's I think typically the preferred one, but what's he gonna do? There we go. He's
It's
actually
an
got it
ES.
too.
I mean,
Alright.
with the Mirana, it's so value here too.
Yeah.
You wait for me and she leaps in, double star storm on top of the E-Blade. It's disgusting.
Dude,
amount
he's
burst.
so farmed.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we got to look at what Liquid can do. We're preaching here about how Wings have doing. Everything is coming together for Wings. It's all beautiful and wonderful. But Liquid now, they're into this Alchemist thing.
I think they need a lot more farm in the Juggernaut. That's the real big issue right now because he doesn't have a Battle Fury, so he can't farm as
But
fast.
they don't
as...
have anyone to safely farm the lanes to like give him.
Yeah, they have
material.
found a wild Alchemist. And he has been beheaded.
Case in point. It's like where does Alk farm if Juggernaut needs to farm safely? You know?
I think they need to send out the SD. They need to farm out with the SD illusions,
True.
so they can like expand their territory a little bit. So
Yeah.
Alk can farm with like the illusions in front of him, and then Juggernaut can farm a Battle Fury because they can't take team fights because they have an Alchemist with not enough items, and then they can't farm out because the Axe plus AA combo is destroying them right now. And then now it'll be the Morph with the EB also looking to kill more people. So
They've climbed their way back into this game.
for sure. They look grim. I mean, 12, 13 minutes in. Oh, we missed a kill. Kuro's dominating.
Try and pick off Zero there, and Kuro's he's playing really well. He's
He had very
trying to
early
make
blink.
space for his team, but he'll find these kills, but it's while the rest of Wings are killing off higher priority kills.
And by the time there's any large-scale engagement, that AA will be up again, can contribute the Ice Blast.
Yep.
So,
He might even want to set something up just because now it's going to be a nice far away Ice Blast.
Right.
Like a big splash here.
I think they've gotten too many kills on the Alchemist. Like he's given away pretty much all his Grievous Greed.
yeah, 22 minutes in, if there's anyone more farmed than you in the game as an Elk. That's,
Yeah, that's a
even
problem.
close, I would say.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to have
It's
that.
bad, but
You got to be up and ahead here. And, yeah, it's going to be tough. Uh-oh. We have a blinking Morana now, blinking axe.
So close to finding
Oh,
Kuro.
we'll see you later.
I'm still not sure about the best
Radiant
build
Courier.
for Alchemist against the AA. I think it's something that's...
Whether you should go the armlet?
Yeah, whether or not you should go to Armlet and whether or not you should commit to like a team utility build. Like the Solar, which we see a lot.
The old Miracle build.
Yeah, something like that. Although maybe not the mech versus the AA.
It's just like, it's hard to tank up your illusions early on without an armlet.
Get a Vanguard.
I suppose that's a decent solution, yeah.
I'm not actually have no idea if that's.
You can go like
Just
the
like, dude,
older
for
Battle
that-
Fury build.
For that value.
You
Yeah,
go
but
to-
then your illusions get nuked so quickly.
Wait,
like early on.
Battlefield and Alk?
Yeah, that used to be the older build.
Yeah, that sounds super.
Your versus an AA though. Do you really want to go
Well, why would you go Battlefield over Radiant, so?
white? Because it's also less strong against the Morphling Replicate too in the
Okay.
team fights. I think it's...
Radiant's
I don't know.
middle
It's just
tower is under
something to
attack.
consider as the Alchemist, because
Yeah.
like the more stronger illusions are, the more stronger the replicate illusions
Yeah.
is as well, and you're having a lot of trouble staying alive versus the AA ulti. So like you want like a BKB man fight build rather than a Radiance split push. I don't know. It's a very difficult point to overcome the AA.
If he doesn't get ganked in the early game, I think you're actually fine even with the armlet build
Sure.
because you snowball so
Yeah.
far ahead. Your 18k net worth morph is like 12k net worth, but those kills mean so much.
Yeah, they really try to slow down.
Oh, beautiful. Wings are going to be able to see Liquid crossing through the low ground and make their jump. Shadow gets the first kill, taking down Kuro for the first time this game, and now it's complete chaos here as it looks like Wings are going to be able to kind of manipulate Liquid's positioning here,
Oh,
get on
he
the other
gets
side
it
of
off.
Toadman, dunks it down,
Wow.
and Liquid lose too fast.
That is huge.
Man, being able to blink like unhindered through false promise is also really
Dude, it's
strong.
amazing, and I'll tell you, an overthrow too. You just put it on yourself, blink to the fountain, get right back in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very good on all those kind of heroes.
I think the Axe played like surprisingly well this game,
Yeah.
considering the start that he had. That was like an awful start.
Yeah, he's been almost like MVP this game in some way, as far as like the playmakers go.
Yeah. And
It's just-
Kuro, I think, has been really playing really well in Liquid.
Yeah.
But only so much you can do with support line.
It's just the nature of having an alchemist in your lineup that you have to kind of farm in precarious places across the map, and he's just been able to punish them with this relatively good time on the blink. Nice vacuum, but I mean, there's last regardless.
It's a two-hero call, like
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, both offlaners this whole series have made incredible initiations. We had Mind Control on his Void in the previous two games, and Faith Beyond here with the Axis Speed.
His Beastmaster was pretty good as well.
See, this was a good Alchemist game.
Yeah, an Alchemist losing game. Fantastic Alchemist game. That's my kind of Alchemist game.
Not quite as disgusting when.
Yeah.
No, they played really well against it though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They handled it like
very,
astoundingly well.
They waited till like they were strong too. Like you've seen this slow axe, blink dagger timing. They haven't been rough early game.
It's so hard to draft against this team.
Yeah, 4
They seem
picks
to have
in, you're
every
kind of like,
solution.
I'll go Alk. I mean, I guess they could go
It's like,
support
oh yeah,
AA
you're
or
gonna pick up
something.
Shadow Demon. We didn't really plan on taking Morphling, but we'll take it from you.
It was like the timing of the hits on the Alchemist. They hit him at the start, and then once SD came in, they laid off the pressure, and then as soon as SD left, they put the pressure back on. And then once they like protected his jungle, they waited, and then once he got his Radiance, but not his Relic, and then not his Radiance, they keep hitting him before he got his Manta style. Like they kept the pressure up at like very good times on him. It's very hard for Liquid. Like you can't constantly sit behind your Alchemist,
Yeah.
but you also don't want him to die. And they like the supports were constantly in wonder as to when and where and how he was gonna die.
Well, the supports, they've played their part getting the Axe farm. More ancient stacks, and suddenly Axe almost has a heart of Tarrasque.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy for sure.
Yeah, maybe you disrupt the Axe at this point.
Yeah.
Spin.
Desperation
It's
time.
more like if you're reacting to your opponent's initiation, you have to use it defensively.
Oh, Liquid need to have a game-changing smoke. Jarex will be the one to be spotted out. Now, Liquid think they can try something from behind.
Nice
Beautiful
Omni Slash
setup.
gonna catch 2 already.
I don't know. Is it enough though? The firepower wings, they're a bit too big. They're a bit too bad.
Yeah, Morphling's still alive, but no Morana is a huge chunk of their damage.
Looking really good.
Okay. The triple kill from Matama Man. A bounce back on the stun as he pops out the low sword at the end here, but the axe is slowly morphing where they're down.
But
I
you
mean,
go for those other kills.
They're both pretty meaty. He can wait out a bit and hope that the strength regen will be enough to allow him to get back in the fight.
That was a really nice impale.
yeah,
Yeah.
the entire fight owed to Kuroki for sure.
So good.
Dang, double EB.
This is the first time where the Omni Slash gets off entirely, no call, no false promise, so actually is able to inflict a lot of damage on the Radiant side. Still, it's it's gonna stymie the bleeding momentarily, but I don't think it's gonna dissuade Wings from just grouping up as soon as they spawn again, or at least maybe after the next Roche.
The setup was smart too. It was like the fake Roche. They know Roche is about up, and Wings expecting them to do Roche. They threw an AA ult in there, and then they weren't in there, and they hit right as the AA ult came out.
And they commit their initiation just for a Shadow Demon too.
Yeah.
It's like at that point you revealed your position, and you've used your blink call just for Shadow Demon, and it gives Liquid the initiation advantage.
Yeah, so they had they didn't have the call for Omni or the false promise or the AA ult. Yeah, but Liquid are gonna need a few more fights like that if they want to keep their hopes alive.
Indeed.
I always like to say that's step 1 of a such and such step program. What would you say? 5 steps, 6 steps, 3 steps? They'll need a couple of more though if they want to be able to match up with where the hell Wings are.
A little higher than
Step
that.
2, win another fight like
3
that.
steps?
Step 3, take Roshan.
Yeah, 3-step program.
Step 4.
Yeah, 12 steps.
Step-
according
it's
to Brian.
definitely a 12-step program.
Oh, we're talking about this game. This game here, it's like, I'd say 3 or 4 steps.
Yeah, win one more fight, take Roche. I think you're back in the game.
I mean, as long as they do that again and actually are able to kill the Morphling.
They keep using the ult to scout and won't have it to burst down the Alchemist, so they might have to wait another 40 seconds to...
Blink could be in trouble here. They're really well positioned.
He does not have BKB, but...
They have Blink Force on
He has
Crow.
Blink though.
dagger.
Blink. Oh, he doesn't get it
Yeah,
off. He
Crow's
gets stunned.
dead.
But
Nice disruption.
okay, they look for the Oracle. Does get knocked in the noggin there. Shadow looks to step in, and it's a bit awkward of a start right here. Liquid are
Flanking
repositioning a bit.
Liquid needed Gem to do with that Glimmer
Oh,
Cape,
here
though.
comes Axe though.
Axis.
Here he is. Goes for the... Okay.
Nice reaction by Jared.
Jared says, be quiet there. Puts him in.
The Lotus though.
Bounce back stun on the
Tomb of Man's
Vada.
dead.
Yeah, look at Shadow just start to ice him down with that Scott. He does get off the Omni
He's
Slash
gonna
here.
be way out of position though.
But yeah, he drags him all the way back, and well, they try to drop down the wall here. Is it gonna be enough?
Girl just bursted immediately.
Oh, that's an Ag's Ice Blast too. Flies on in. Vata, was he hit by it? No, he was not. So he's alive for now. TP's away, not making it out. Y catches him, nice little nuke down, and that is 4 from Liquid.
It's gonna increase the step count.
Yeah.
Three step becomes like a 5 or 6 step program now.
That was pretty impressive that Wings won that fight with Liquid having the Observer
That was a
advantage.
beautiful disruption from Jiro. It's unfortunate they couldn't capitalize on it.
The Oracle kind of got caught out of position, but he had a Glimmer Cape and they had no detection for him too, so...
This Lotus Orb is also been owning.
Yeah.
It was good patient positioning from Blink as well. He was able to get in there after being
Oh, hello.
behind enemy lines and kill
Thinking of
off.
not having detected.
Mind Control's just gonna take this thing.
He revealed, didn't he?
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Died twice though.
Oh, that was a hate dunk right there.
Yeah, that was.
Arrow's on
that was-
cooldown.
But don't you wait, I'm gonna give you a double dunking. Oh, sorry.
I think the arrow was on cooldown before that, so he couldn't hit the arrow timing.
Nice, nicely played.
MC God.
Back to 3 steps.
they lost. They're down the rack here.
And they bought back on out.
Yeah, it's looking like a, I don't know, 6 step
Yeah.
program maybe.
6 to 8 range.
Alk is just not where you want an Alk to be at this stage. This is 31 minutes is where you want to see Octarine.
He's a really crappy.
You
player.
want to be 6 slotted by now.
Yeah, Octarine plus almost your Shivers at this stage.
Yeah.
And then be starting to think about replacing that armlet.
The axe with the heart though is like, plus the false promise on the heart. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Let me tell you. I mean, if you get the false promise and it's already on cooldown, something math later, you get about guaranteed 1,000 HP. I'm not doing the math. It's 1,000. It's about 1,000.
We'll leave it to
yeah.
production.
That's without any of the other spells, right?
I looked up the whole thing. I looked up some guy who did the whole thing, and I'm like, just give me the end result. Okay.
1,000 HP.
Roughly.
Too long didn't math.
But it's very, very good. And Axe is just going to be way too much trouble to even have to deal with.
They also don't really have like any non-magical or non-physical damage too. So
It's it just feels like such an outside, like, to build on that, such an outside possibility that Matumba Man actually gets off an influential Omni Slash. There's 2 E-Blades, False Promise, Berserker's Call. I mean, they just have so many ways to deal with it.
Yeah.
Does he have Ags on AA?
Yeah, he got it like in that last fight and happened to get his Ice
So he
Blast
bypassed
off.
the Midas in this one.
Yeah.
Faster Ags, I guess.
Still low level, though.
Doesn't matter. It's
I mean,
just
it's
yeah,
good
duration.
enough.
The
Yeah,
duration is, if
Yeah.
anything, more important than the level in some ways. Level 2's suitable.
Mhm.
Is Morphling pretty good?
Yeah, I haven't seen much Shadow Morphling, so definitely impressive. I mean, he had complete free farm, but
It's hard to have an impact like as early as he did. Though.
Yeah.
He was.
Okay, production, really? Well, sorry, I'm deaf now. Wow. How would you compare that Morphling to, let's say, a Lakel's Morphling? Okay, hold that thought. Jump in now. I'm a tough man.
This is looking like a last ditch for Liquid. Without a jug, this fight is going to be rough. And no real way to fight with the Ice Blast on you. Mind Control gonna shatter, and
Not looking so good for Liquid on
Three
this one.
heroes,
It looks
no
like with
buyback.
this, assault coming out from Wings, they may have just punched their ticket into the next round to square up against OG, and there's the call.
Link will get his wish. He said he wanted to size up
Yeah.
OG, and that's gonna be at the very least in the winners bracket.
and in the
finals.
these top 3 as well. Like
Yeah.
their first day of matches, you're already in the top 3 for both OG as well as Wings. Like you can be comfortable. Yeah, you're playing again tomorrow, but top 3 guaranteed. You've kind of at least come to the summit, one of the last big lands before TI, and had a good showing.
And they're here like trying to redeem, you know, the vanilla showing that they
Yeah.
had post ESL. So
They're on the up and up. You know, got second in Nanyang.
Yeah.
They're
The Wings.
Has
The
a
Wings.